Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carmen. Welcome. Today, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the secret power of the number 8 in numerology to become wealthy, successful, and abundant, as 8 is the number of wealth, power, and abundance in numerology. Now, every number has a positive and a negative side, and the negative side of number 8 is completely the opposite and represents poverty and struggle. And if you struggle with money or power or having abundance in your life, then you could be living on the negative side of number 8 and not even realize it. But in this video, I'm going to show you the 8 things that you can do to use the power of the positive side of number 8. That's right, the 8 things that you must do. Because if you look at the charts of the wealthiest people around the world, many of them have this number in their chart. And so what can you learn from them? Well, they know the secret to this number, that's one thing. And so I'm going to show you the secret to how they were able to use the positive side of this number to manifest their wealth and abundance. Because no matter what numbers you have in your chart, everyone should and can live a life of abundance if they choose to. Definitely make sure to watch the whole video to see all 8 of these things, because number 8 is the most important thing you can do of them all. The first thing you need to do is you need to claim your birthright. It is your birthright to be successful, and it is your birthright to have abundance and prosperity in your life. That's one of the reasons you came down here, was to manifest those things and to learn how to create it for yourself. So that is your birthright. It is your birthright to own your own property. It is your birthright to have a lot of financial abundance, prosperity, all of those things. So the first thing you need to do is you need to claim it. Claim it to the universe and tell the universe right now that I am claiming what is mine. I am claiming all of the things that I was meant to have. And that's the very first thing that people with the 8 energy do. They know deep down inside of them that they were meant to have prosperity and abundance, and they came here for those things. And so they believe this to be true, and you need to believe it also, and claim your birthright the way they have claimed theirs. The second thing you need to do is you need to manage your fear of taking risks and following your passions. Let's face it, there's a lot of people out there who have gotten themselves into a rut where they're doing something that they don't really like to do, or they feel like there's something better for them out there. They know that there's something else that they should be doing that is more suited for them, that will give them the level of responsibility and power that they deserve, but yet they're scared to take the risk to go out there and get it. There's that fear of losing stability. If you don't have stability and a stable job and a stable life, then a lot of times you guys won't be happy. And maybe that job that you're at, maybe it's not the best job in the world and you could do better, but you're scared if you leave it, you will lose a steady paycheck and whatever stability you might have. With all great achievements in life, there's always going to be a risk that something is going to be lost. But in order to achieve great things, sometimes we have to take a bold move and we have to take a chance. And the universe will always reward you for being brave. That's right, the universe always rewards bravery. Every time you show the universe that you are being brave and taking a chance in a certain situation, the universe will reward that because the universe is seeing that you trust it. And that's the key here, is trusting the universe, knowing that you are in safe hands no matter what happens. You can take that risk, whatever it is that you want to do, you can take that risk and the universe will support you. It will always be there to cushion you. You're always going to be okay. And when you take that risk, it's kind of like you're telling the universe, I trust you. I trust that you support me, that you have my back. And this is one of the biggest secrets that people with the 8 energy use. Some of them are the biggest risk takers you will ever meet in your entire life. And they are brave and take big risks because they know that the universe will always support them. You also want to follow your passions. You don't want to just take a risk in anything, right? You want to make sure that it's a calculated risk and it's something that's really worth it. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that really makes you happy? And something that really brings you joy and you really like to do. If you take a risk and a chance in that area, that thing that you're passionate about, you're more likely to succeed and you're more likely to have the universe support you and guide you and make sure that you are okay no matter what happens, because the universe wants you to do the things in life that make you happy. And also, it's kind of like you're following your intuition when you do that. Also, if you take risks in things that help a lot of people, you are more likely to succeed. So if you're taking a risk in something that's helping more than just yourself, it's helping like a lot of people and, the planet and the whole, then you're more likely to succeed, because the universe will support you more if it sees that this is something that is going to benefit a lot of people. Now, the third thing you want to do is you want to follow your intuition. Your intuition is there for a reason. It's guiding you. Is your intuition telling you to take a risk on something? Is it telling you to not take a risk on that thing that you've been thinking about? Your intuition is going to be that little voice in your head telling you, okay, this is a good thing, this is a bad thing. It's going to be that voice. It's also going to be your feelings too. You start to feel really positive about something. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a good idea. That's your intuition telling you to go for it. You're starting to feel really negative about something and apprehensive about something, then that's also your intuition telling you to maybe stay away from it. So follow that inner guidance and that intuition that is being given to you, because people with the 8 energy on the positive side are really good at doing this. They're really good at following their intuition, especially when it comes to manifesting wealth, prosperity, and achieving their goals, because they have an inner belief and confidence within themselves. And you need to become like this too. You need to become confident in the intuition that is being given to you and the guidance and your own abilities. And you guys really can be the masters of manifestation if you choose to be. And number 4 is, as I had mentioned before, trust the universe. That is your birthright, is to succeed. So you need to trust the universe, that the universe is going to make that happen for you. It just wants you to get up out of that chair and to take a chance on something that you really care about. Because this is what people with the 8 energy on the positive side of this number do. They trust the universe, that the universe is going to make it happen for them. And without looking down upon success, power, and money as being a bad thing. They don't look at it and judge it as if this is something bad, this is something negative. Once you start to do that and you start to judge those things as being negative, you separate yourself from achieving those things. Number 5 is setting limits for yourself and not being wasteful. This can be a challenge for a lot of people out there in our modern world, because there's a lot of people out there that like to spend money, and they are good at spending money. But sometimes it can be a little wasteful, and sometimes you can just be wasting money on things that really are just completely unnecessary. And so you need to set limits for yourself when it comes to this and when it comes to spending money. And adopting a more minimalistic lifestyle can always be beneficial. Understanding that, you don't need to have everything that's new and brand new. Adopting a more minimalistic lifestyle will always be beneficial. And knowing that just being yourself is enough to impress anybody. And you don't need to impress anybody, and especially not with material things. You don't need to impress anybody except for yourself. So you want to set limits on wasteful spending, but at the same time, you also want to enjoy spending money whenever you do. So you don't want to waste your money, but when you do spend your money on something, you need to spend it with enjoyment, feel good about spending that money, know that wow, it's so cool that I have this ability to just, buy something that I want, and I have the capacity to do that, and to kind of just enjoy the process and not worry about it. Every time you worry about spending money, you're sending a signal out to the universe that, I don't trust you. I don't trust that this money is going to come back, that I'm going to have this money replenished. And so sometimes that ends up happening. So when you do spend your money, you don't want to worry about it. You want to just enjoy the process and know that you're getting a lot of benefit on what it is that you are spending your money on. And the more you do this, the more the universe will keep replenishing that fund of money and always make it so that you have funds at all times. And this is one of the techniques that I have used, and it's been very beneficial for me. I have a very minimalistic type of lifestyle, but when I do spend my money, I like spending it. I enjoy spending it, and I never worry that the universe is not going to replenish those funds. I know that the universe will always do that. I trust in the universe. And so I never have a problem with money because I have adopted this way of thinking. And being grateful for the fact that you have money to spend, as little as it might be, the fact that you even have money to spend, that's going to be very, very important. Gratitude, right? So instead of worrying and having negative thoughts and feelings the next time you spend your money, enjoy doing it and feel grateful for the fact that you are able to do it, because there's a lot of people in this world that don't have that ability. And that leads me to number 7. Number 7 is knowing that there is no lack in the universe. There is no such thing as lack. That's a scarcity mindset that we have been brainwashed into thinking that, that it's a sum zero game, that I've got to get something before somebody else does because there won't be enough of it for me. Well, that's actually not true. There is abundance in the universe. There is no such thing as lack. If you want something, you can have it. There is enough of it for everyone. And once you adopt this way of thinking and this mindset, then the universe will match you on this, because whatever you believe to be true becomes true. This is your life. This is your reality. Whatever you believe to be true becomes true for you. Whatever you believe inside of you, you will see projected and manifested outside into your outside world. So believe inside of you in your heart that there is no lack, that there is plenty for everyone. There is enough for everyone to go around. And the universe will make that happen for you, and it will match you on this. And you will see that in your external world once you change that belief within you. We live in a universe of abundance, and we live in a universe of plenty. And there is enough to go around. And you wouldn't want it, you wouldn't desire it if there wasn't enough for you and if you weren't meant to have it. And that leads me to number 8, the last thing that you can do to become the successful, abundant person that you were meant to become. And this is the most important thing of them all. I saved it for last, and I made it number 8 because it's the most important thing. And that is generosity. So, in the universe, there's this law that whatever you give, you get back. And I'm sure you've heard this before, but it's true. Whatever you give to the world, whatever you give to other people, you will always receive that back. And usually times 3 or 5 or 10. So you get it back in multiple amounts in return. And you probably won't get it back from the person or people that you gave it to, but the universe will someday find a way to give it back to you. Now, I've noticed that most people tend to be either very wasteful with their money, giving it out too much and just wasting it on all kinds of things that they don't need. And then there's the other kinds of people that are very stingy with their money, very stingy with their love, very stingy with their time. And this comes back to that false belief in lack. That there's lack in the universe, that if you give away something, you're not going to get it back in return because there's not enough for everybody. And you need to change that belief and understand that there's always going to be enough for everybody. And whatever you give to other people, you always get that back in return. So this is the law of generosity. Be very generous with your money. Don't be wasteful, but be generous and help people with your money. But not just your money. Be generous with your time. Be generous with your love. Whatever it is that you want in this world, that you are trying to manifest for yourself, give that out to somebody else. And you will always get that back. This is one of the strongest laws in the universe, because it's kind of like you're telling the universe, I have so much of this one thing. I have such an abundance of this that I can just give it out to other people, and the universe will match you and will bring more of it in for you. And you can show the universe right now that you are a very generous person by smashing that like button. That's right. Generosity does not have to be just in forms of money. Hitting that like button shows the universe that you have become a very generous person, because you know that I spent a lot of time making this video for you. So do it right now and show the universe that the 8 energy has now become a part of who you are. Because people with the positive 8 energy can be some of the most generous people that you will ever meet in your entire life. And you need to become like this too. And lastly, I want you to remember that you were born to have success and wealth and prosperity. This is your birthright. And once you believe that, it will become true for you. And so I hope that you enjoyed this video today. Let me know in the comments below what some of your challenges have been. Let me know in the comments below what your experiences have been so far. And also, if you want to book a reading with me so that we can go more into depth into your chart, check out that information. I'll put a link to it below in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with other people. I would love to have you subscribe and to become part of the family. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video today. I love you guys. I'm sending you light and love, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.